Welcome on, welcome all, and welcome to the AD2L Season 45 Heroic League Week 4 matchup between Josh A. Revival and Kerchoo. My name is Finnick, joined by Minnesota Nice, and we are getting ready to go with this best of 2 series. Josh A. Revival on the Radiant side with 24th pick, Kerchoo on the Dire side with first pick. Both these teams seem to favor meta picks, or that's what the captains were telling me a little bit with my pre-match questions. Kerchoo, obviously, this core has been around for AD2L Heroic for a while. I have casted a couple of their games in the past when I was covering Heroic before, or back when Champ was the highest level. I think they had a squad going. Josh A. Revival, a bit of a mixed team of veterans that all got together first week of AD2L, basically. The homeless of AD2L Heroic decided to make a team together, and that is what we've got. Fertile Laporte, their captain, has done a lot of stuff. I've actually casted with them before. That's another fun thing. But otherwise, we took a look at the bans coming through. Dawnbreaker, they're in meta position 3. Same thing with the Nature's Prophet. Josh A. Revival, a bit more targeted. They've got the Beastmaster, Silencer, AA being banned out. Just have the ability to not necessarily focus on the meta bans as 24th pick, and they take out the Quap as well. So just kind of banning what they don't want to play against at the moment.
I mean, I think all these heroes are very meta. Maybe the AA is a little out of meta, but Beastmaster is disgusting and can be played in off lane or mid lane. And Helmet Dominator, it's got nerfed a little bit, but it is still really good on your Zoo or your Zoo heroes. So Beastmaster, Helmet Dominator, Helm of Overlord is disgustingly good. It's unbelievably good. Especially if you pair it with a Tusk. If you really want to win some MMR, and you have someone who can play Beastmaster or Micro even slightly better, tag team Tusk with a Beastmaster, it's unreal what you can do in the offlane.
Interestingly, they've banned out this Vengeful Spirit pick on Kerchoo. Now, I personally love playing Vengeful Spirit as a position 3. Obviously, at this MMR, you might actually be played at a position 3 in competitive games and not strictly as support, but not exactly sure who that bans against, because it is a pick that if you play it as an offlaner, you're going to see it a lot in match history, and I just didn't have enough time to look at the Dota buffs. Either way, Marcy being first picked by Kerchoo, yeah, still very disgusting hero. I hate playing against this hero. Position 1, 2, or 3 with Helm of the Dominator, just yikes. Yeah.
I wish support Marcy was better, because I think pickup is one of the most creative facets. I don't even want to say creative. It's very like, you pick up a person and you come with them, but the plays you have with it to pull people out of danger and pull people with you into danger is really, really fun. But in this day and age, you're going to go the unleash facet, and you're going to beat the hell out of people.
Yeah, it's so good. The hero is just so good. The A patch didn't really... I think the only hero that's really been taken out of top of meta with this A patch has been Earthshaker, just because you can't one-shot the wave with a fissure anymore. But either way, disgusting hero. I hate playing against it. We'll see what Josh A. Revival will have to counter it. They've opted for this Clockwork first. Obviously, the ability to interrupt Marcy in the middle of all her stuff is very useful using the Battery Assault. But you got a little bit more than that you got to take care of if you're up against a Marcy. Wraith King and the
Ringmaster. Okay.
Ringmaster being banned out by Kerchoo. I understand this Ringmaster ban. He, I think, has the best save in the game right now. And the Escape Act.
Yes.
Just it's so good, and it stops Marcy from being able to hit your cores.
Yeah, not to mention
sports.
it's a laning. It's just a laning nightmare to go up against those punji sticks. I don't know actually what they're called. I call them punji sticks. Percent damage in the laning phase just hurts. It does not matter who you are. It just hurts. But yeah, you're very right with a good save. And against Clockwork, that's your biggest worry. I don't know. Pugna ban, which I thought the Pugna would be a good pick for Josh. I think Pugna with Clockwork is great, and it's amazing against Marcy. Decrepify and Drain is so good, especially against Marcy. But I want to see what they go for. I think they need a little save against this Marcy. So what are they going to go for? Shadow Demon?
Shadow Demon could be nice. Good illusions as well. They're not for the Dragon first off, though.
Just pick a hero that if you get jumped by the Marcy, you don't care. Get a lot of armor. Marcy doesn't really deal well with armor. She deals really well with just getting really high amount of damage. So that's one way to do it. Do you think this is going to be a 2 Marcy or a 1 Marcy?
I mean, it's pretty flexible hero. I'm taking a look at Kerchoo's previous matches just to see who's played it in what positions.
Ymir the Tusk.
Let's see. Dosia's been playing it, so I believe Dosia is the 1. Dosia's the 1, because
okay.
No, not the 1. Nara's the 1. They've been playing it as a
as a support.
I can't remember which position
Marcy?
Dosia played. I got no. Dosia's their offlaner. Dosia's their offlaner. Dosia's their offlaner.
What?
I'm like,
okay.
I'm like looking back at this thing. I'm like, wait, because Nara's position 1, Kaden is mid, and then so yeah, Dosia would be offlane because I was confused because there was an Aegis Prophet in this as well.
Dude, how much fun would it be to have a Marcy Tusk lane or Dusk support duo? Go in constantly. That sounds like so much fun. And the Phoenix pick. Okay, I love Phoenix in this patch.
Well,
I think
hold
it is
on.
good.
Maybe he is a.
Maybe it is a support Marcy.
Well, I say that it's just Dosia's the one who played it, and Dosia's profile is pretty much exclusively offlaners. But also in game 1, he was playing Spirit Breaker, and Tofu was playing Quap, but I guess it was a 4 Quap because Kaden is always mid lane. Kaden no mid player, okay. So yeah, no, I'll be Marcy 3.
We'll see. I'm excited.
Marcy Tusk, I think, is a very strong lane. Just a lot of physical damage, lots of ways to deal with a lot of different heroes. Snapfire, I think, is good into a lot of different lanes here. Obviously, you're picking the Snapfire just to take care of the Phoenix Egg, in theory, but you typically want some other egg hitter other than just a little shredder. So I
think that's totally fine. I think the Snapfire pick is just good, period, and it just helps with egg, which I think is also very good. Yeah, DK is not a great egg hitter. Clockwork's horrible. So
okay, so
the Prophet is out of the picture, which also sucks because Prophet is an amazing egg hitter. Really good range, really good attack time.
So I need to correct myself there. Dosia was a position 3 player. He's playing pos 4 for this team, and that was something F Spoon, their captain, told me before the match. I'm like, hold on, let's go back to this. So yeah, Dosia was playing it as a Marcy 4.
Oh, okay.
I have to imagine, which means Tofu's was playing Quap 3. If that was actually the positions they were playing that game. I'm gonna look at this match a bit more, but yeah. We'll see if this Marcy actually ends up being a core or not. If it is a support Marcy, then it would be a Phoenix core, which I am a big fan of Phoenix core. However, Lifestealer, Snapfire, both heroes that you don't really love seeing as a Phoenix, because they can shrug off most of your damage, and also, in addition,
Rage hit your top. Yeah, Rage hit
the egg.
Snapfire,
very sad.
Yeah. Oh, it's disgusting.
I mean, yeah. Could be core Marcy anyways. I
don't know anything about these teams, so I'm excited to see where they all go.
Yeah, this is the unfortunate things. We haven't done enough research this week. Just one of those things was just spending a lot of time doing other stuff this week, so we didn't have a whole lot of time to research.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing, Fen, is you do the research on the teams, and then I come in as the culture hire, and I'm here to entertain. I am clown. Like, you can do all the shoutcasting, you can do all that. I'm going to say the crazy wild things, and then we'll just react to that. How about that? Sound good?
So I'm Ben and you're Meg.
Oh, 100%. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Referencing a baseball podcast called Effectively Wild, which this man has turned me into listening to.
It's so good. Meg has a thing about if the baseball players want, they should kiss. Who would be the worst person to kiss on this in this game of Dota 2 so far? Of these picks, Lifestealer's got a lot of teeth, but also Phoenix is made of fire.
I mean, so is Karlak, and people want to kiss Karlak, so I'm still going with Lifestealer here.
My hand is raised so high I almost threw my arm out of my socket.
Karlak is the best. I love her. Anyways.
Oh, she's great. I'm a Shard girl or a Shard guy, but Karlak right behind her.
Anyway, Ursa being picked up here. I like the Ursa lane into the Dragon Knight. If this is a position 3 Dragon Knight, which early on in drafts should be. Generally good lane into it. It's gonna combo with one of these supports. If it is the Marcy or the Tusk. And stuff lane for DK Snap to do a whole lot into. Obviously, the Bullshitter is going to do a lot of damage early, but
I love this Tusk Ursa. That's disgusting. But also, Marcy Ursa is also really, really powerful. You can get some good lanes, especially if this is going to be a support Marcy.
I mean,
with the pickup
again. It's like maybe it's support Marcy. Maybe there's some gamesmanship going on here. I will say, if it is a support Phoenix, which with the Snapfire the Lifestealer pickup, obviously if you have these picks as flex, then I feel like the Phoenix goes support. The lane with the Ursa into the DK. DK does not like that lane at all because you have percent health damage coming in from the Phoenix on top of just the attack speed slows that you get. So not a fun lane for the DK to lane into. I really like this Ursa pickup. I really like this Lifestealer too from Josh A. Revival though. Just because you have DK Lifestealer or Clockwork Lifestealer, very good infest bombs, lots of tankiness on this team. If I were personally on Kerchoo at the moment, I know the hero I would play into a lineup that has 4 very high strength heroes on it, Smile. But I'm fairly certain Kaden does not play that hero, and
too bad the AA is banned. Unbelievable.
Well, no, okay, you know I wasn't talking about it.
I don't know who you're talking about, but that's always my go-to. Is if they're like, I have a lot of strength heroes, you can't hurt me. I'm like, what if I just turn your regen off?
It's my beloved Wyvern core. All right.
Oh God, I forget about that.
See, now they've got the Finnick bingo going. Is like mentions Winter Wyvern on stream. I was trying to avoid it. But no, it's like if you play it, it's a good Wyvern core game. Like Catter's DK Lifestealer very well.
I don't know about Kerchoo, but what if we flexed this DK mid and picked up an off lane? An off lane is really tough. Huskar against this Ursa.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be Ember Spirit.
Pushback, silence, good damage.
Ember Spirit's in the Kaden wheelhouse. You got us Quap, Storm Spirit, and Puck all banned. So for a very long time, his profile picture was literally Puck. He's known to play in these Spirits plus Puck type heroes. Add Quap into that. So Ember Spirit going down the list, very much a Kaden hero.
What kind of lockdown do you have for this Ember Spirit? I mean, a DK stun and a cookie. I think he can run in and out of a cookie pretty easily. And you're never going to keep him down with a Clockwork until you get like a sheep stick. But
Josh A. Revival yet to pick their mid laner here.
I
do know that they have some weirdness for Muzi, or at least what Frodo was saying to me before the game. If they want to go for it. Yeah, it's going to be the Centaur. So either this DK or Centaur is going to go mid. It will be the DK mid into the Ember Spirit. We'll take the Centaur into the Ursa. That's a better matchup. In that off lane, it'll be a Dosia Tusk. So it is a core Marcy. So it's a 3 Marcy, 4 Tusk, 5 Phoenix.
See, what did I say? What did I say? Flex the DK mid, not a Huskar. But I kind of give myself a little credit there. That was pretty good. But also, you ironically, so many strength heroes.
I mean, this is like the freest Winter Wyvern game of all time. I mean, Kerchoo banned out the Necrophos. I feel like that's the more common pick that they could have picked into Josh A. Revival if they wanted to get some percent health damage going. It is a lot of strength. You have 3 just outright strength heroes on your team. All 3 of your cores are strength, and then both of your supports are high strength heroes as well. I think Clockwork is a strength hero. Snapfire is universal, but just has a lot of strength gain. So definitely, like, this Lifestealer would do so well on Kerchoo if they had the ability to pick the Lifestealer in place of the Ursa here. Like, if they had the ability to pick their one before Josh A Revival, they probably would have picked Lifestealer because it's a free Lifestealer game. But at the moment, they have the stuns now with the Centaur Runner pickup for the Ember Spirit. Not point and click though, so it is just the Centaur Stomp, but they might be able to layer that CC, keep Kaden down. So I like Josh A Revival's team comp more just because the only damage they have that'll really scale well into these tanky heroes is the Ursa. Marcy's going to do a lot of damage for sure, but Centaur makes that very difficult to do. Because that's just one hero you cannot hit as a Marcy, whereas Ursa doesn't mind it as much. Even though in the lane I feel like Ursa does mind it. Either way, we are now into the game, and I had set my casting config, so I have no idea why. No, I didn't set my casting config because we rebooted the client because of an update. I will be right back. Just in time to maybe see some sort of first blood here.
They know the Dire knows where the Radiants were, but it does not look like it will matter.
Cogs land, shards. Moved back by the Cogs. Could not get away from that, so Woozy ends up getting first blood on the DK. 3 runes go to the Dire side though, so Kerchoo will take that end of the trade, but we did notice Snapfire did go for Scatterblast level 1. I think a lot of snaps are preferring Little Shredder level 1 at the moment, so a little bit different. Might make more sense in the Ursa lane. Either way, as we mentioned, and it's going to be a Phoenix 5 with an Ursa position 1, as Tofu's is playing the Marcy 3, has the Helm Bomb queued up. You know how it goes. We'll see how the Lifestealer does into this lane. I'm curious how well Frodo's going to do in the support matchup. He is one of the higher ranked supports in AD2L as a whole.
Okay.
But generally, I feel like the Phoenix matchup, you take the Snapfire into that matchup for the egg, but Phoenix is still just very difficult to lane against at times. As I say, that the Fertile Port has a lot of damage off that Scatter Blast.
I mean, I think you get like level 2 or 3 on this in this lane, and I mean, I think Ursa's gonna have a field day. This guy's gonna be so happy with this lane.
I mean, maybe
War does hurt a lot.
I mean, you take the Centaur into the Ursa just because once you have points of retaliate, Ursa can no longer hit you because he becomes very sad. But meanwhile, Frodo on the Snapfire, well, probably have to take level 2 Cookie here as to get away. Little Shredder might be a little bit more aggressive. He goes for it as F-Spoon clears the ward there. Meanwhile, we take a look bot side. Dosia and Tofu's gonna kill on the Clockwork, and Shadov has to run away. Doesn't have a point in the rage yet. Went 0-1-1 off the start, so Dosia making use of the tag team, getting the damage on the clock and the kill, and leading in terms of the overall CS is Tofu's on the Marcy. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Woozy versus Kaden. 12 CS to 10, so pretty even there. But the denies are going the way of Muzi at the moment. I believe he's the highest ranked player on Joshua Revival, if I remember. Now, Frodo did not say he was the highest ranked player. He did say that it was the player to watch on the team, though, so we'll see that. Meanwhile, Cogs use bot side. Dosia getting out with the tag team. Flip back onto Shadov. Doesn't have the enrage yet. Battery assault, keeping Dosia and Tofu's at bay for the time being, but Shadov's gonna have to heal back up a little bit more in this lane. A lot of damage from the Marcy early on. A lot of damage from the Tusk early on. This is definitely a kill threat lane, especially once you hit level 6. On Tofu's, don't even need to hit your ultimate anymore. Just because, yeah, you get the rebound and all of a sudden you have all the points in Unleash. It's like you get a mini ultimate every time you use a basic ability.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, this Tusk is hurting. Getting pushed around by the Cogs with the rebound.
In trouble.
And
Turns
the
by
tag
Shadow,
team.
the nice flip back. And they should be able to get Lost Person as well.
So good.
Really good damage off the tag team. Lost Person barely survives. But yeah, really good damage off the tag team. The shards keeps Lost Person
snowball
away.
in.
Nice snowball in. One more auto attack.
And they got him
They get
enough.
him. Dosia with the kill credit. Yeah, Dosia playing that incredibly well. Now they have no mana because they were caught in the Cogs, but doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, I don't think they really care.
Shadow not having a fun time into this Marcy lane. Meanwhile, Nera on this Ursa, sitting 21-3 to a 19-3 Fishnet Lover, so going about even as far as the CS is concerned in this lane. Fishnet Lover hasn't taken a point to retaliate yet, so Nera pretty much trading for free on this Ursa. But sometimes you just need the extra damage from the double edge.
I am not seeing any names pop up, so I will be right back. But yes, keep talking.
Double edge, the range creep. Max Retaliate was the name of a AD2L team for a while.
It was, and their logo.
And then
had
they merged with Dork Horse.
Well, their logo had a single point in Retaliate, and I hated it. It was dumb.
Literally the team of a team made up of your friends. Yes, hate their logo, all that stuff. Dosia just getting ping-ponged in the Cogs, by the way, by a Lost Person. Feels Clockwork Man, Frodo, and Fishnet Lover. Heading up, contesting the pull from F Spoon. Taking a look at net worth. Top is this DK right now, sitting about 600 gold up on the Emperor Spirit. So Muzi getting the early lead as the DK does feel quite nice. As Dosia finds another kill with the tag team. Should be able to get Shadow as well. He's able to dive under tower, but has to ferry out some regen. But lane's not going well. Poorest core is Shadow, and he's only about 300 gold up on this Tusk, who is sitting... How many kills? 3 and 1. Meanwhile, though, this Marcy is sitting second in the net worth, as to be expected with this lane going the way it is, and an even top lane thus far, with the center slightly favored by about 200 gold. Muzi hits level 6. He went for the Frost Dragon this game. I do think that is correct. So, very well done. Frodo, meanwhile, making stacks as you do. Or made and stack, I should say. Just clearing the vision. Gonna play for the 7-minute. Wisdom Shrines, as you do.
Oh, there we go. That's much better.
This poor bot lane. This poor bot lane, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Shadow's only died once, but it has been basically completely and totally zoned off the CS. Just because of the kill threat of the Marcy Tusk. Obviously, later on in the game, this Lifestealer is going to have a field day against both those heroes. Once you have enough points in your abilities, right? Final Wisdom's being used.
They went out for the Wisdom Rune, and then they die. Yep.
Bit unfortunate. Only had 1 point to retaliate, so there's just a lot of damage coming down. Dive under tower from Tofu's. He hits level 6.
I think this is a little too
Shadow in trouble. The shards.
I mean, I guess I don't. What do I know?
He's got the Helm Dom too, so Lost Person is very dead. There's a little rebound off the Helm Dom there. Shout off though. Level 5. Muzi coming down. Fishnet Lover here. Gets a Centaur stomp on 2. In comes Kaden. Yes, there's chains coming through.
Coming in,
and the damage on the Muzi coming in. Oh my god, a massive cleave from Fishnet Lover. Turns the fight around. He's able to get the double edge down.
And Kaden
remnants to safety. Nope, double edge takes him down. Double kill for Fishnet Lover. Muzi and Shadow stay alive. And the dive goes south for kerchoo.
Yeah, there's the tip. There's the tip. That was an amazing double edge and a really good hoof stomp as well.
Yeah. Good stomp to start it off. The double edge hitting all 3 members of that team, and with the DK going pretty low there. Pretty happy with the way things turned out. Yeah, so what I was trying to say is once Lifestealer has more percent health damage from his feast.
All right, Ember Spirit went back bottom. They want to kill this Lifestealer really badly.
And once he
is level 6 and has Infest. Just jump into a creep and run. Yep.
Exactly.
Run that way?
Dosia and Kaden. Just buy him out.
They see him, but what are they going to do to him?
The Phoenix is coming through the portal right now.
Okay, so he stunned the creep.
Oh, they're just gonna cross map.
Yeah, they're just gonna let him go.
But now they're diving under this tower, and Air's got to be in trouble.
They want this Ursa.
Not level 6 yet either.
The flare.
Rocket flare down. Shot up.
Spoon.
Pops out.
Spoon.
Gonna get this kill on F Spoon as he gets out of the way with the Icarus dive.
Well, there goes your tower, because Helma Dominator.
Yeah. Tofu's, I believe, is the highest ranked player on this team, if I remember what F Spoon was saying. So, yeah, very strong, doing very well in this Marcy, sitting second in net worth, and absolutely dumpstering this Shadow Lifestealer. I will say, Shadow no longer the poorest core. That is Kaden, as he did not have a great time against that DK in lane in the failed dive bot lane. But I'm even further behind. Level 6 on Centaur has the Stampede and has used it, but Tofu's going to make the dive on the Fishnet Lover,
flipping him back,
dispose him back, double edge down with the Centaur stomp. Okay, Tofu's running away, still has the creep with him. Lost Person level 4, so just has a rocket flare, doesn't have a hook shot. Was trying to take down the Helm Dom creep. Lost Person trying to TP lane, not hit by the battery assault.
That battery assault was real close.
Creep.
Bye, creep. Or not. Or he's too fast. The skeletons, they're body blocking.
Further takes
he's just gunned down.
100 gold to the boss 4. As you do. But yeah, DK slowly but surely making his way to the Orchid Malevolence. Nara looking towards his Battle Fury right now, only sitting on a cornucopia as the Lifestealer. Shadow building towards Radiance. Doesn't have that queued up yet. That is what you pretty much exclusively go on Lifestealer unless you're super far behind, in which case you would go a Mjolnir first item, but with 1800 gold he would have enough for at least part of that Mjolnir.
Oh, is he gonna have 1800 gold after this smoke gank?
We'll see. Talking to Marcy and the Tusk.
Ooh, okay.
He does have Infest to get away from this. You know, the place coming bot. Muzi has the Orchid Malevolence now. This is actually quite good at dealing with the Marcy. Smoke on smoke action. Smoke pops on Dosia. And now they're up the high ground. Tofu's looking for an in on the Muzi. The Slight Chains lands up onto the Snapfire.
There's the tag team.
To go, gets absolutely destroyed.
Really good
and Muzi, meanwhile, in a little bit of trouble, caught in his own cogs with Lost Person. They're able to take down the Ember Spirit with a good ultimate from Fishnet Lover and the cleave coming through. End up losing the Clockwork. S-Spoon has used the egg. Muzi continuing to move through this fight, but Sunray does percent health damage to him.
He does have this Orchid, so
yeah, I guess that's how you're gonna lock down Tofu's is with the Orchid Malevolence, right? But
Tofu's and what's his name, the Ember Spirit.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I don't think Caden's not really a threat right now as much as this Marcy is.
No, but that's how you keep down an Ember Spirit, any of the spirits. You need a silence. You need long stuns.
Yeah, but either way, Radiance, finally we're seeing the Q on the Lifestealer, so he's gonna have that. I don't see anything from Kerchoo at the moment that will deal with a Radiance quite yet, as you will need something that pierces evasion. Be that... Oh, PC crashed. That's very unfortunate. You will need something that pierces evasion, which is typically a Bloodthorn or an MKB. Bloodthorn more popular in the current meta, but I don't think anyone on this team really builds Bloodthorn, except maybe Ember. But he's going for the Seal Scepter also build.
He's still pretty far behind, but... What are we looking for net worths? DK up at the top. Not super surprised. He had a really good lane against this Ember. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sitting top of the net worth, obviously using the Frost Dragon. Has the Health Regen armor from the Dragon Blood, which is very nice, and moving in towards his Blink Dagger. Fishnet Lover, meanwhile, about 100 gold away off the Blade Mail. As we take stock of the pause, it's time to take stock of what kind of podcast are we having this cast?
What kind of podcast? Oh,
we had a baseball podcast last week, so
yeah. What if we get really deep and really philosophical?
Nah,
like, what do you think happens when we die?
Oh my! I'm not dealing with that right now.
Oh, come on!
I mean, you just lose consciousness and then don't regain consciousness. I don't know what to say.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you, Phil?
No. No, I don't.
No? Okay.
I don't believe
We're both
in...
boring then. Bigfoot?
No.
Mothman?
No.
That my father will ever love me?
I know your father loves you, so...
Yeah, my dad loves me a lot. I watched the Jays game with me and my friends last night.
I'm like, hold up. You literally have talked up your father to me how many times now? Now, imagine having a good relationship with your father. Could not be me. That one gets a little bit too real there for a second. As we are finally unpaused. Please don't let this be philosophical, alright? I don't really do a whole lot of philosophy. Tofu, meanwhile, just doing Marcy things. Frodo trying to cut away, caught in the shards. Muzi's making his way into the fight.
Muzi wants to come in. They are very deep. That Organ Malevolence.
The Infest saves Frodo Laporte, and they're able to take down the Tusk. So very, very clutch Infest coming in from Shadow on the Lifestealer.
It might be because I'm not wearing my glasses, but where did Marcy go? Just walked out of that?
Yep.
All right.
Just Marcy things. Go for the BKB. As you do. Blink Dagger about 1,000 gold off from Muzi. If they had the Elder Dragon form, I feel like they probably get more out of that than just the Tusk, but they're very happy with that. Saving for a Laporte, killing the support on the enemy side. As Frodo going for that Solar Crest first item, just getting even more armor for your team up against this Ursa and Marcy, who do physical damage, as you do.
Ursa just got his Battle Fury. Sub 15 minutes, so I think a pretty decent timing on that.
Yeah. I think you're happy with this Battle Fury, definitely. Still sitting about 1,000 gold up on the Lifestealer, who has the Sacred Relic. So it's going to be another 2 or 3 minutes on the Radiance. Once he has this Radiance, it's going to be difficult for the Marcy to deal with them. She doesn't have anything that pierces through evasion with her at the moment. And also just Radiance damage go burr sometimes on the Lifestealer. We'll see what the rest of the build is from the Lifestealer after he gets this Radiance, but it is a good item this game, regardless of losing that lane. Muzi, meanwhile, Blink Dagger up in 400 gold. That's their next big timing this game. Josh A. Revival, really gonna look to play around that.
Looks like
this Blink.
The Ember Spirit has his Yule's probably finished, instead of flying out yet.
Yep. Spirit
Doesn't
Vessel
look like it's
Yules.
flying out.
Kaden is just flat out just, I'm gonna play utility
Yep.
on this Ember Spirit. My job is to hit people with Slight Chains and Spirit Vessel, because, again, you have 5 high-strength heroes on this team. I believe 4 of which are strength heroes, and one's just a universal hero with, how much strength gain per level? 3.5 per level. Yeah.
Oof.
Radiant's middle tower is
Very,
under
very
attack.
tanky team. And no
Yeah,
percent damage other than the Spirit Vessel from Kerchoo.
So do you think there's going to become a damage problem at some point for this Dire lineup?
Oh, definitely. Right? Like,
Oh,
your
okay.
your
Okay.
only
I'm
damage
glad we're
source that
thinking
deals
the same
damage to
thing.
tanks late in the game is going to be Nara on this Ursa. But,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, Fishernet Lover has
Well,
Blade
up
Mail and
top.
3 points to retaliate. Nara's not going to
And
do
he's just
anything.
gonna run into a
Meanwhile,
creep.
top side,
Bye.
Lifestealer just does Lifestealer things. Infests away. They end up trading bot side, killing Dosia in the process. But yeah, it's like, Marcy's never going to have...
Ooh, hookshot misses.
Marcy's never going to have trouble killing supports in terms of the
Yeah.
actual damage output, but she's not going to be able to hit Shadow off. As I say that, though, moves back in, pops the ultimate, still only about 600 gold away from the
Scatter
Radiance.
Blast.
The blink, the
DK
stun
stun.
onto the Marcy. The egg's been
Oh,
used.
no.
They're going to try to
With
take
the
down the Marcy
cookie.
first, but Fertile Laporte, he's got the little shooter down,
with
but
the-
F-Spoon
it
is
goes
still able to
off.
survive. Gets the rest of the ultimate off, and now Muzi has to cut away from Tofu. Using the Frost Breath as best as he can.
Still
Fishnet Lover making his way into the fight. Doesn't get the
charges.
side
Oh,
stops
no,
trouble.
no, spell.
Comes in, unable to save the
punch?
Marcy. She goes down, and now
Oh,
Espen's
no,
in
the
trouble.
deck
He's taken out very low.
guts.
Fishnet Lover with the W ends up getting that kill, and a blink from Muzi seals Espen's fate. It ends up
Just-
being 3-for-1 top side in favor of Josh A. Revival.
I don't know how much it would have changed, but that Icarus dive did get interrupted by Cogs, and I think it would have been a pretty big Icarus dive. I don't know if they would have gotten anything of it. Maybe
Yeah.
the
It's a good-
DK.
It's a good twin gate play from good Josh A. Revival.
Yeah, really good twin gate play.
Shot off now as his Radiance. 17 minutes, not great, not bad either. So,
Radiant's top
Pretty
tower
alright
is
with
under
that.
attack.
Nara opting to go to the Skullbasher first item after the Battle Fury instead of the BKB. Well, out after the Blink, I should say, instead of the BKB, so not necessarily what I would go in this scenario, but I know a lot of verses do prefer to go
up
that
top.
first.
Tofu.
In trouble is Tofu's, but he's going to be able to rebound away.
Yep,
and
rebound.
does.
Spirit Vestal
Nara
onto
making his way
the-
in, but the hook shot lands. And we got the
Ursa.
Mortimer's Kisses coming out on top of it, trying to get on top of Tofu with those Mortimer's Kisses.
Down goes the
As
clockwork.
Kaden, or Nara gets Lost Person, excuse me. Kaden's into the fight, gets snowballed,
Punch
and
the
now
snap.
Remnants away. Muzi getting damage onto Dosia right now as Fertile
The Sun
Port taking
Ray,
1%
the
out
Sun
damage
Ray, you gotta
from
save your
F-Spoon,
supports.
and the Sun Ray ends up killing him. Kaden now running away.
And now Kaden
no
gonna go
stuns
down as
available,
well.
but it doesn't matter because he cannot Remnant. Ends up being 3-for-2 thus far. And now, I think
Oh, and here
a
comes the
triple
Ursa
kill for
cleanup.
Nara.
Good
It will be an
rebound.
ultra kill. 5-for-2, excuse me, in favor of Kerchoo. A spin using that egg to their advantage at the end of it. And the fight did not start very well for Radiant side, and using Tofu and Nara, they will quickly take this Roche at 18 minutes. And Kerchoo will have the first significant gold lead of the game.
You still didn't answer my question, Fen. Worst person to kiss in this game?
It's Lifestealer, I've already said that.
You'd rather kiss the giant bird than the Lifestealer?
Yes. Is that Lifestealer is literally a zombie, dude? Come on.
And Phoenix is made of fire.
Again, so is Karlak. Your point?
You would try to French kiss the clockwork and he'd take your tongue off with those jaws.
I mean, look. First of all, I don't really do a whole lot of kissing myself, so. eh. But also, lost person in trouble. Goodbye. But also, like,
Pulled back in and
Infest on
Ursa,
Shadow?
Infest and pop immediately out.
Yeah. Using the Stampede to get away. They're happy with only losing the Clockwork there.
I feel like I should tell my
But no,
asexual friends.
it's like just from a sanitation perspective, right? the only one of these that's likely to actually kill you is the Life Stealer.
You're probably right, but I'm gonna be honest. When I'm kissing someone, sanitation is the last thing. We're swapping spit already.
Oh my god!
I also,
yeah, but like, you, bruh, I can't.
I do feel like I should tell my asexual friends that when they have to explain their sexuality, they should just say, "Ain't a lot of kissing in my life."
I mean, yes, that is how I explain it. Thank you very much, Fishnet Lover. Getting in a little bit of trouble.
Hookshot,
Lost
good
person ends up
cogs, but
hookshotting
where are you
Muzi.
gonna go?
That's not who you want. He gets taken down very low and finally
Ooh.
ends up falling because Tofu just does way too much damage alongside Nara. Shadow not long for the
Good
wall either.
shackles.
3 for 1, and Lost Person will go down
Man, I
as well.
grabbed
Triple
that
kill for
clockwork as
Nara.
well.
And yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
and they're gonna
okay,
catch this
so-
snap as well. Gets the
Yeah,
courier
double
on the way
cover
out.
Worth.
So worth.
The courier is worth what was that? 480 gold versus the 415 for your death. So the courier was worth more than you. If you think about it. I mean, unfortunately, Nara's hit a very massive power spike here, and the Marcy isn't completely mitigated yet because you just don't have enough tankiness on your team. She has the BKB, so your Orchid's not going to lock her down when she has that available. BKB can be really important for Muzi. Honestly, that was just an unfortunate hook shot. I feel like if that didn't hit the DK and hit one of the intended targets, that probably changes the outcome of that fight. But the cogs plus that hook shot with no stun just kind of traps all of Josh A Revival in there to get hit by the cleave of the Battle Fury from the Ursa.
Also, it's a really unfortunate fight to take. What happens if you kill the Ursa? He just comes back and kills you all again. So
TV's coming top.
I don't know, I
side
think-
from Kerchoo.
I think Kerchoo is in a really Kerchoo's in a good place. Josh is not doing great. I mean, crazy analysis by yours truly.
Fishnet Lover.
Gonna go on.
Oh, no,
Oh,
not
good
again!
BKB.
Not again! That's
But they're gonna kite out this BKB. They're gonna maybe.
Like from
I mean,
Dosha, Tofu
over the-
actually
over the
takes him disposed the
ledge.
wrong way
All
over
right.
the ice wall.
Okay, that's a 9-second BKB down. No big ultimates expended.
No big
Kisses
ultimates
are still up. Is Dragon Form just ended, right? No, it's still
Yeah.
going.
Anyway, I feel like there are better ways to frame the question. It's like instead of which one do you not want to kiss, right? It's like which among these would be the worst one to date, right?
Ooh.
Right? Like I think that's a better version of that question.
Ooh. God. Ursa is just a bear. Like, I think that's where it comes down to.
Is under attack.
Ursa
Like, Phoenix. Phoenix is illegal to date, right? That's illegal. That's a bird.
I mean, so would Ursa by that logic. Hello?
Yeah, but Ursa talks. Ursa has consciousness.
Phoenix also has consciousness. What?
Yeah, but I feel like I could explain that, like, I'm dating a bear that talks, and he'd be like, yeah, and then be like, this is my girlfriend, it's a bird, and they'd be like, no.
I feel like hold on, that thought.
Hoof stomp onto
Blink,
the...
hoof stomp, double
Oh, they
edge,
get
get
killed
the
off the
Marcy. She goes
Bird.
down. Nero, meanwhile, pops the BKB. Doesn't have the Aegis of the Immortal yet. They pop the egg, getting damage. Hook shot
Good hook
lands, but
shot.
it's on a Shadow, not Nero.
Oh, the cookie the wrong way.
Goes the wrong way, or the the cookie goes the wrong way. Dosia, meanwhile, blinks in, gets a walrus punch on Muzi. More follow-up damage
Adrian
from
is-
F-Spoon
Arian is-
and company.
Are we
Nero
at
with the double
Aaron?
kill. Comes back in, gets the Earthshock off, and 4 for 2. Yeah, no, it's Nara is the
Nara?
name of the player. Yeah. They have 2 accounts. One is Aaron, the other is Nara. Nara is the name you
Stupid
actually call
name.
them
Oh,
on cast.
there was a CS:GO player named Cutler, and he spelled his name backwards, and I hated it. I hated it every single time he played.
That is what Nara does, yes.
Oh, I hate it.
Middle tower.
No, Nara doesn't even do that. Nara does it where you just put the N at the end of his name.
No,
oh, is it? Is that actually
is,
spelled how it is? Okay.
That is
Okay,
spelled
I see.
backwards, yes.
Oh, I see.
Anyways, oh boy, my play-by-play is all
Yeah.
over.
Who are we dating?
I should apologize. I am recovering sick, by the way. My throat is killing me. But I'm here because I like it.
The hook shot out.
on the Nara.
There is a
It
life
lands.
stealer
The
inside
Infest
him, but
not going to come
the
through.
stealer's
He wants
too
to back
scared.
up into the cogs, into the Infest. They've got the damage on the Nara, but he's able to get the rage off and takes absolutely nothing. Turns back onto the Centaur, gets the bash off, and they're able to kite away from this and not lose a dang thing.
I
yeah, no,
really
it-
didn't like that engagement at all.
But,
Oh.
I just, I feel
The
I
Infest
feel,
bomb came out really late if you're trying to like scare out the rage early. Like, what were you trying to do? Are we trying to kill the Ursa, or are we just trying to scare him out of your triangle?
I'm honestly not sure there. No, going back to the question, it's like it's here's the thing, right? Like you say you say you wouldn't date Phoenix because she's a bird, right? However, I feel like this is Andrew McCutcheon erasure. All right.
Oh, the furries tweet? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, this is Andrew McCutcheon
Yes,
erasure.
the best tweet of all time. I mean,
Nara dies
Oh,
of
going
I
in,
mean,
hook shot.
this game unfortunately is quite over.
yeah.
Tofu dives back in.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, shall we play guess the game in? Guess the win probability without looking
like
at it.
90% dire.
Only 60%.
I don't think it's that high. It's probably
67%,
60.
68% right now. I'm not sure what Gaben is smoking. They're almost at 500 gold a minute worth of lead, which is typically where we call schlacking territory around these parts. Unfortunately, if you just constantly have more items than your opponent, it doesn't matter if they have more health than you.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
Also, there's an MKB, a brew in for Nara very soon.
bottom barracks.
So, even the Radiance isn't going to help you. And it's Radiance on just a naked Sange. Like, 27 minutes, he does not even have his Sange and Yasha yet. That is how unfortunate this game has gone for Shadov. And it all comes down to that Marcy. Tofu's just absolutely monstrous on this hero. I hate this hero. Remove her from Dota, please. Anyways, who do I think is the worst to date out of all these heroes? Personally, I think I'm still gonna go with the Life Stealer. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem: is you can't take Lifestealer out on a date. You can put a little tuxedo on him, but he's gonna make a mess out of that place.
I mean, maybe it works. Have you seen the ending of Shaun of the Dead?
Yes, of course I've seen the ending of Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, so like,
Are you
you
gonna
know,
chain him up in your garage?
I mean, he'll have his video
That's not
games,
dating
you
at that
know?
point. That's not dating. I would argue that's not dating. You have to love and cherish him.
Are you saying Simon Pegg's character does not love and cherish Nick Frost's character?
But I would never say he's not dating Nick Frost's character. He's dating Vanessa or whatever her name is.
Okay, yeah, in a different movie of the Cornetto trilogy, they are dating though. Like, you can't tell me they're not dating in Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. I knew you were gonna say Hot Fuzz. I knew it.
You can't tell me they're not dating in Hot Fuzz. Come on.
No, they're breaking up in a cult in the middle of a UK town. Strictly platonically.
Well, while they are learning to love each other romantically.
Oh, I thought no. The scene where they're like reloading their guns behind the police truck. Oh yeah, you can see the twinkle in Simon Pegg's eye.
Oh yeah. Nah. It's. I think you gotta make one with the homoerotic undertones of most buddy cop films. All right, you gotta make peace with that and understand that as the ultimate set off to buddy cop films, Hot
It's the
Fuzz
homoeroticism of it.
definitely has that homoerotic subtext. All right.
Okay, they're pulling him in deep.
Tofu's BKB. I mean, they've dove very deep. Tofu's might actually die for this.
Kisses?
Gets
It's
stunned
probably
up.
gonna kill Tofu's.
Murmur's kisses.
Egg
Takes
in
him
the
down.
middle of your
Kaden in
base.
trouble. Has to remnant away, but they are completely taken out of the fight by the egg. Muzi comes
Silence
back
off.
in. Gets
Whoop
the
stomp.
Orchid Malevolence down. And they do end up taking down
Good
the
hook shot. Great
Phoenix.
hook shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, Frodo was saying this, like, these players literally came together week one. You're just missing the communication on the hook shots, really.
Yeah.
That's not
Need a little
necessarily
chemistry.
any one person's. That's not necessarily any one person's fault, right? But it's, you know, it is unfortunate, right? You just gotta have the right comms to know that hook shots.
One
not getting
cannot
away
deny
you
the
and-
homoeroticism being on a Dota 2 team. I understand.
Oh my god! No, completely
And
different
I hope
context.
you know this is now going to become a thing. Anytime anybody says something,
Look,
it's
I'm
just two
saying,
bros
I'm
loving
saying,
each other.
I am saying, you cannot tell me that if Simon Pegg and Nick Frost decided that they were going to do a rom-com between the two of them, it wouldn't absolutely slay. All right?
oh, it'd be amazing. They'd be great in it. It'd be awesome.
right?
But also, like sorry, I'm
look,
so stupid. I just was gonna say one cannot deny the homo Junior and David Ortiz knocking the Yankees out of the playoffs.
oh my god. Okay, no, that's too far. That's too far. David Ortiz is like a father to Vladdy Jr. Pedro Martinez is literally
Pedro
his
Martinez is
godfather. Hold
godfather,
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
like that's too far. That's too far, man. Start spreading the news though, because the Yankees did in fact lose.
The Yankees lose.
Oh man. This is the thing, right? Like, in theory, Fox has the best national broadcast team in the entirety of the MLB. The problem is they don't put their best color commentator with their best play-by-play. Instead, they have John Smoltz with them, which I do not understand whatsoever.
You want Joe Buck, don't you? You're just craving that Joe Buck home run call.
No, hold on. I
down
love Joe
bottom.
Davis. I love Joe Davis. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but why
Yeah.
do they have to pair him with John Smoltz?
I don't know.
Like Joe
all I'm
Davis on
gonna
a
say
national
is that-
broadcast is very good, and the only time I'm watching a Dodgers game and I'm not watching the Dodgers broadcast with Joe Davis, because he's gonna call a good home run no matter who hits it, no matter which team hits it, right? He's not really a homer for the Dodgers. I mean, he is, but not like super
the
hard.
smoking. Bye, Life Stealer.
Oh boy.
Oh, got the rage off.
Shot off,
Snowball
out of the way.
in.
Meanwhile, Tofu pops the ultimate. Nara finds his way back into the fight. The Infest back on a
The
mission
Infest onto
number
the
as he's
Centaur.
posted black around. Nara
the
follow up,
blade-
gets the damage
blade mail
in
is strong.
with the Phoenix Egg. And
Okay.
yeah,
Scared him
no,
off the base.
but like
Is under attack.
the only times I'm not watching, if I'm watching a Dodgers game and I'm not watching the Dodgers broadcast,
There's the punch
they're
up.
either playing the
Snowball.
Pirates, in which case I love Greg Brown to death, and he is very much a homer. I'm gonna watch them. Or if they're playing the Mets, because the Mets have the best booth in the MLB. It's not even
best
close.
broadcast.
Muzi coming in with the BKB and Infest. It's the silence on an arrow as
Cookie's
well as
a
he
little
tries to cut
short.
it out of the way. F Spoon, meanwhile, in trouble, gets taken down low with the shards,
Spoon.
keeps Shadow off of F Spoon. And they lose to Marcy, but not much else. But yeah, it's just, it's like the Mets have the best broadcast in the MLB, and I wish more teams were as good. I will say, I'm actually going to miss the Root Sports production for the Mariners games, because as much as people complained about that network, they actually had like one of the better directed broadcasts, and also like I love their booth too. Like, yeah.
I was
Goldie
just gonna
is
say,
great.
what's the Canada broadcast? SN1?
or
Something like that?
Sportsnet Canada, or Rogers Sportsnet. Yeah, I love their
Yeah,
broadcast too.
RSN.
I love their broadcast
yeah,
too.
RSN.
Yeah.
They had Kevin Pillar on the field for like interviews and stuff. Man, I miss Kevin Pillar. Man, I miss a defensive wizard like that.
You have Dalton Varsho on your team.
Yeah, and we had, but like Kevin Pillar scaled a 14-foot wall to rob a home run. Like that's still one of the most impressive catches I've ever seen.
Given the opportunity, wouldn't do that? Have you seen his scaling of the walls in Rogers Center?
Yeah,
Like,
he's great. Don't get me wrong. But like you go from like Kevin Kiermaier out there to Dalton Varsho. It's not the same. It's just not. Also, get yourself a center fielder who can also catch.
Isn't that Dalton Varsho? Isn't that literally Dalton
Yeah, that's
Varsho?
Dalton Varsho. Dalton
That's literally
Varsho. He hasn't
Dalton-
caught in like 3 years, but he still can.
Still can technically. Listed as the emergency caster for his team. On games where he's starting center field.
I just also do miss Danny Jansen. God, I love Danny Jansen and his.
Okay, hot take. The Vladimir Guerrero bat flip for the Grand Slam was better than the Jose Bautista bat flip.
Nope. You're just wrong. Just wrong.
What?
Just
What?
wrong.
Baseball, for those who don't know what we've been talking about for the last 5 minutes, specifically the Toronto Blue Jays.
Team's top tower is under attack.
Wrong. Wrong take.
Have you seen the
I
shot where he looks back at the camera, flips the bat, and then the camera zooms in on Max Fried's face?
Fed,
It's-
I have a fucking painting of that bat, or not a painting, like a photo of that bat flip, of the Jose Bautista bat flip. I am never going to get a photo of that Vladdy bat flip. There's a difference. Like I think in a bubble, maybe you have an idea, but in the moment, so sex is cool, but have you ever seen your team hit a bomb like that? Probably not. You're a Pirates fan, so
Hey, I'm also a Mariners fan.
okay. Were you born? Were you conscious in the year of 2001?
No.
Then,
I was alive. I was alive.
But
I
were
was
you
not
conscious?
following
Oh
baseball.
no, they kicked in the life stealer. Ouch. That's tough.
It's baseball time. I mean,
So then you don't have the experience of what that.
I mean, I've rewatched Edgar Martinez's double with Dave Nyhouse's call several times.
You've watched replays of it. You weren't in the.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not in the moment. You know what? If Cal hits a walk-off playing against the Tigers tomorrow night, I'll know how it feels.
Silence out onto the Ursa. Whoa! Massive snowball.
I mean, so
Great
at this point in the
cogs.
game, they're literally just trying to play for next, I think. But,
Yeah, they're probably just
Muzi-
chatting about what they want to do for a draft or something in the next game.
That's 21K at 37 minutes.
And
Like,
we're chatting
it's
about
a
what
lot.
we want to see in the next game as well.
Yeah,
The
but
next
we're
game
talking
of the
about the next game of the
ALCS.
well, the ALDS. Hold up. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
No. My brain's on the CS, baby.
Well, my Mariners still have one more game to play. We gotta face
And
Tarek
Tarek Skubal
Skubal
is going
a
to walk all
second
over.
time this series. The Mariners have gotten the best of Tarek Skubal every single time they faced him this year, which is like 3 or
Sure.
4 times.
Sure.
But
and
that
the
does not
Yankees
give
were
me
like,
any
bullpen
confidence
game? We've got
at
this.
all.
And then you throw 8 pitchers at him, all with different arm angles, and no one can get a hit except for Aaron Judge. Also, I think it's so funny how much the New York wants to send Volpe into the goddamn sun.
Oh, honestly, I love Trey Savage. Just like 4 starts, absolutely dumpstering people. That's such a good storyline, man.
I do love Trey Yasevich, and I do really love the Yankees pitcher who pitched last night.
Oh, Cam Schlittler.
Schlittler, yes.
Item Scepter completed on Shadov. It's not going to
Yeah,
matter.
he jumped into that Ursa.
Anyways.
He was dating that Ursa. For
Oh
sure.
my gosh. He was not kissing the Ursa. Hold up. So be very careful about that. Fishnet Lover gets flipped over Nara, and yeah, Kerchoo take game number 1. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, game number 2, we'll see what they decide to do with the drafts. Welcome all, welcome back to the AD2L Season 45 Heroic League Week 4 matchup between Joshua Revival and kerchoo, who took game number 1 in a very convincing fashion, so much so that we devolved into a baseball podcast again. I'm really sorry about that. He's not,
I don't
but
even think it's
am.
baseball at this point. I think it's just yelling at each other podcast.
Well, you know, it devolved into the baseball at the very end of that. In a different world,
I
it would
wanted
have been
to
the
make a
Winter
really
Wyvern
dumb joke.
podcast. All right. Either way, Joshua Revival banning out the Marcy. Yes, hate the Zero. Don't want to see it in my games. Don't
banning
want to
out
see
the
it in these
Marcy,
games. We
But would you
now know.
date the AA? I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh my gosh. Hey, look.
You
All
wanted
I'm
to cast with me.
all I'm saying is Oroth and Damien had a cute relationship going in the Dota 2 anime, okay?
Did you just bust out literal names of Dota heroes?
Well, Damien's not a Dota hero.
Oh,
all right?
Damien is DK, right?
No. Damien is not DK. Damien is DK's squire.
Oh. What is DK's real name? Davion. That's it.
Davion,
Wow,
yeah.
I pulled that out of somewhere deep in the. I had to like dig around a couple wrinkles in that brain to pull that one out. Holy cow.
Sorry, Davian, I meant. Right, no, that's Davian is Dragon Knight. Hold on.
Chat, can you... No. What? Davion.
Davian. Did I completely and totally miss the name of his squire?
Dota 2
I'm looking this up right now.
Characters.
Bram, that's the name. Bram.
Wow, you really did mess him up.
Yeah, no. I'm really bad. But no, Bram and Oroth had a cute relationship going. And
Who's Oroth?
that's Wyvern.
I hate.
She says it at the start of every game.
Yeah, it shows how much Winter Wyvern I play.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, Bram and
No, you
Wyvern,
can't.
it was really cute, and it sucks that Bram. I think Bram died. It's been a while since I've watched Dragon's Blood.
No, I don't think he died.
Well, Lena died. Marcy died.
Maybe Bram died. I don't remember.
I can't remember if Bram died or not.
That show's
Oroth,
pacing is horrendous.
I mean, it's because they tried to condense like 5 seasons of stuff into 3 half seasons. Like,
yeah.
It is what, like, I didn't watch any of season 3. Like, I watched the first 2 seasons. Season 2 ends on this downer, and I'm like, all right, cool.
What is dude, I was like,
What?
I wonder what is Warlock's real name? Demonk Lanik. Yeah, not sorry, you're Warlock. Not calling you anything else.
Radiant team back.
Yeah, no. Wyvern died. Bram did not die. Okay. I was dang it, Oroth. Why did all my favorite characters die? All right.
Sorry, Cal Raleigh.
10 seconds remaining.
I
5 seconds.
this is I still need my Winter Wyvern from the anime persona. All right.
So wait. You could argue that the first part of the Dota 2 anime is a buddy cop. It's a buddy
oh
cop
my God,
anime.
it is not a buddy cop movie. Hold up.
What are you talking about? What is Hunting Dragons but a buddy cop movie?
It's no, it's
What
not.
is it not?
It's
Chat,
not.
Chat.
It's just not.
Who's in the chat? Someone
It's
agree
not.
with me. Someone
It's
agree
not.
with me. That's a
It's-
buddy cop movie.
no.
They're hunting dragons together. They're hanging out. They're getting beers
It
afterwards.
is not a buddy cop movie because, like,
I'm gonna be honest. The intro to the first 2 episodes of the Dota 2 anime are way more homoerotic than the volleyball scene in Top Gun. There it is.
Oh my gosh. All right. We're supposed to be talking about this draft right now. I don't know, man. You take the Ursa away from them. You have this Warlock to pair with it. There's a Vengeful Spirit. This was banned last game. I'm interested to see if this is going to be Venge 3. I love Venge 3 as my most played hero on the patch. Could be played any position on or it could be played 3, 4, 5 at this MMR bracket. You don't see it as a core and lower MMRs because people don't like it for some reason. I don't know. Either way, quite like it. I think on Pro Tracker 3 is still her most played position, but it's been a hot minute since I checked.
I don't know. I mean, call me old fashioned, but I really like basic offlaners. Like you're not basic, but you're quintessential offlaners. So if you like it in pause 3, go for it. I don't know how to play it.
I mean, Venge Pos 3 is more offlaner than than your typical offlaner.
The Tidehunter?
Yes.
Centaur?
Yes.
Pit
Yes.
Lord?
You know why?
No,
you know why?
no, shut
Because
up.
Vengeful Spirit's entire job in a fight is to die.
No,
All right?
no. I get that. But
That is the peak offlane mentality. You cannot
it is
tell
peak
me
offlane
otherwise.
mentality. But have you ever tried to lane? Like you're like, hey Jack, you're playing offlane. Oh, cool. Let me go and grab Vengeful Spirit. No, you're like, Jack, you're playing offlane. All right, time to go get Tidehunter. Time to go get beat up the entire game.
I'm just like, I play Vengeful Spirit offlane. It is her most played position.
You also play
on
Winter
Pro
Wyvern
Tracker.
carry.
I play Winter Wyvern position 3, which was her most played position for about like 2 or 3 months this year. Hold up. But second of all, Vengeful Spirit.
Winter Wyvern was played pause 3. Winter Wyvern was also picked like in like half percentage of games then.
No, she was actually literally like one of the most broken offliners for about a patch and a half. Like, according to Pro Tracker, like her play rate wasn't as high as some of the others, but like the only more broken offlaner for any period of patches this year, that's like not a traditional offlaner, was Dazzle offlane, right? It literally was meta for a period
That's
of
a
time.
quintessential offlaner right there. As they're gonna probably like play pause 1. Ursa pause 3.
No, it's an Underlord poster. Regardless, my point is Vengeful Spirit position 3 is her most played position right now. I think she's quite good in that position.
Ooh.
If it does play it as a pause 3, that'll make me very happy. With this Pugna pickup, it still could be a Vengeful Spirit support. It was banned away from them last game, so we'll see what they decide to do. Nyx Assassin here to pair with this Underlord. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Josh A. Revival, they've got more do something heroes in theory with this Nyx Assassin. There's a Necrophos.
Oh, there it is. There it is. They said it was too tanky last time.
Yeah. So that is a Vengeful Spirit support. Makes me feel sad. It does make me feel sad. I just really like Vengeful Spirit offlane. Right?
5 seconds.
It's
I understand. It's strange, but I get it.
Radiant team ban.
Disc. Still prefer to see a Vengeful Spirit offlane on any, and I still personally would rather see a Vengeful Spirit offlane on my team than a Mars. All right, that's a hot take, isn't it?
10 seconds remaining.
Did you rather see a Vengeful Spirit than a Mars?
As
Yeah,
an
but you don't
offlaner for my
trust
team.
your Mars.
I don't trust any Mars that isn't a Mar. That is correct. But yeah.
Radiant team ban.
Makes me feel sad. Let's see. I don't know. It's a green and blue draft from Kerchoo. Necrophos pick. I don't love Necrophos in a Nyx Assassin, to be honest, because Nyx has very easy ways to stun him. Especially if your Necrophos does something like build Radiance, which
10 seconds remaining.
yeah. Also,
5 seconds remaining.
in theory, it's in theory, you're good fighting into the Ursa, but the lane is still pretty difficult. I'd have to say.
Mhm.
Just because you can only go Shroud once every blue moon, so it's not amazing. You have regen through the lane, but if you can stack Fury Swipes on you, it's not a fun lane.
Ursa is also a natural nullifier picker upper.
Yeah, so
So that is tough.
he'll have that nullifier. I'm not super in on this Necrophos, to be honest.
I think it has potential to be good. It is
10
tough.
seconds remaining.
I don't know. I just never doubted Necros. When you're picking Necro, you kind of know what you have to do with it. And
Dire team pick.
I don't know. I think you're kind of right with it, but I cease to doubt it.
I mean, kerchoo just kind of out-executed on every single stage of the last game, regardless of what we thought of their draft.
Well, because weren't we super scared of like the Radiant being super
Tanky.
tanky,
like
and
Ursa
running out of damage problems?
Yeah, but obviously we saw that game. It didn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
Because they just stood in the driver's seat the whole time and had ways to deal with your Radiance and the Lifestealer and all that stuff. Josh A. Revival, you have to pick a mid laner. Kerchoo, you have to pick a position 1. What one do you pick here? It's undecided on Underlord. I feel like you can go with like Monkey King here. Monkey King's actually pretty good. Just kind of beats up on Underlord in the lane. Not a whole lot he can do about it.
Yep.
Malice is a little bit annoying to deal with, but you have a Pugna, so yeah. Cover the troll instead. What would Josh A. Revival pick here? I mean, if there's a game for the pocket pick, Skywrath Mage that Frodo was telling me they have for Muzi, I feel like this is it. Just because you have this Pugna and Necrophos on the team, you need a source of magic damage, right? You have actually enough stuns on this team to make a Mystic Flare work pretty easily, so if they go for it, wouldn't be too... Go for Leshrac instead. I mean, same kind of idea, just you need very high magic damage on this team to deal with the Decrepify and the Ghost Shroud. So they go for it. Lane into Storm Spirit, I'm not exactly 100% on it, because I normally play this hero as a 3, but he's not good as a 3 right now, so I couldn't tell you. It's the Dosia Vengeful Spirit, so it is 4 Venge, 3 Necro, Troll 1, Storm Spirit mid, Pugna 5. I believe we had a pause there, so we take a look at the chat.
Someone else crash again?
Potentially. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it works. I think Josh A. Revival has similar ideas with what they want to do with their team comp the last game, but now they have some global presence with the Underlord, which is nice. They are going to run into damage issues late, but again, as we saw last game, like a Fed Ursa can do so much damage. Also on this team, they now have auras, which they were missing last game, to be able to mitigate some of the damage coming from kerchoo, because they do have a lot of damage. Literally, they have 5 high damage heroes on this team. For kerchoo.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Josh A. Revival has an Ursa and Nyx, Nyx will give high burst damage, and then Leshrac and Warlock will combine to make very decent damage, especially early on in the game. But
to be fair, if this Ursa touches anybody, they're going to explode.
Yeah, it's a very squishy lineup from kerchoo, unless Dosia goes the core build on the Vengeful Spirit.
I think you get one more swipe from the Ursa if you do that.
Oh, you get more. The Fury Swipes reset when you go into the illusion. Hello? You got more than one swipe.
Oh, awesome.
Do I think Dosia is gonna go for an Aghanim Scepter this game? No, it's a stupid idea. Don't do it. But if he did, I would love it. I miss. Yeah, you know what game has fun? You know what team in Heroic has fun picks?
I don't know any of the teams, so
Well-
you could say
I'm gonna say,
eggplants, and I'd be like, yeah, cool.
You know what
probably.
team in Heroic? I literally casted an AD2L Heroic game with Winter Wyvern 3 that Dark Horse was playing because Ferocious Spud was playing Winter Wyvern 3, and he killed it. All right. I studied
Chad,
that game when I was
Chad,
learning
I
that
want
hero
out of
a
this.
lot
I want
later.
out of this casting booth. I want out of this casting booth. Chad, of course he loves of course he thinks the team that picks a Wyvern 3 is really interesting and really cool.
You know, they used to have a Pocket
course.
Underlord, or not Underlord 3, excuse me, Pocket Undying 3, same player.
Pocket, yeah. Oof. Well, now it's kind of meta, but I'm sure at one point in time it was
this was before they made the change where Decay could kill people.
To battle.
Like way back, like not way back in the day, but around the time I started casting Dota, they had that. That team is not playing. They played Kerchoo last week, and I think they went 1-1, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they got 2-0.
Tofu. No. Oh, okay. He's fine. His smoke broke and he was like, yeah, no, don't want to be there. Are you gonna sit around for this rune? Spoon, you gotta be careful.
The battle begins.
Spoon. Okay. I forget how fast Pugna is level 1. 330 movement speed's pretty good.
No, they got 2-0'd by Kerchoo last week. I don't know. Kerchoo just too strong. Nara too good. Whole team too good. I think Tofu had a very good game on the Marcy last game. Necrophos, in theory, this is a little bit harder to play. But, I mean, we can see him going double stat item. This to me screams that Tofu's actually not going to build a Radiance unless he has a massive lead out of this lane. Typically, if you go Radiance on Necrophos, you skip the stat items just to get the better Radiance timing. But I am always a fan of Necrophoses that do not build Radiance, so if Tofu doesn't build Radiance, I will be very happy. Unless he absolutely dumpsters this lane, in which case he builds Radiance by default, and that's totally cool. Hey, Necrophos. You know what? I do play Necrophos. Necrophos is a traditional 3 that I play.
Oh, excuse me. I play Necrophos poorly. That's my that's what I do. I like him. I like when you can get a roll with him and just start running in front of like 10 people and who cares? The build up to that is a nightmare sometimes. It is not fun to play.
I don't know. I have a lot of fun on Necro. I think it's dependent on the lane matchup.
Yeah.
Tofu in trouble. He might just die here. Between the Furious
The
Swipes and the
upheaval.
soup. No mana for a heal or all can cool down. Shut off gets the kill. Yeah, it's like Ursa and Necro. It's a tough lane for Necro. Like I've played this matchup. I've played this matchup enough times. Like Dosia is gonna do the best he can to stun and kite this lane, but it's not a fun lane for Necrophos. It's never a fun lane for Necrophos. This Necro, I can't remember if it was picked before or after the Ursa. But it was picked after the Ursa. It's like, you know what you're signing up for. Or it's the I'm just better pick. But Shadow, very happy with that. If he can get early leads on this Ursa, he can start to snowball, and obviously Ursa scales very well in the late game. Troll, meanwhile, I mean, it's not a free lane like the Monkey King and the Underlord is. Underlord loses a lot of lanes.
Oh, this Diabolical Edict in the mid lane.
I mean, Muzi
Misanthropy is so much damage.
Misanthropy is definitely Misanthropy is definitely a very good facet. You know, it's very fun to have around. Does a lot of damage. Wins you a lot of laning phases. Specifically in mid lane. Part of the reason why, other than the fact that just Bloodstone is no longer a good item, that Leshrac has been relegated to being played exclusively mid instead of mid 3, where he was for quite some time, quite a few patches. Setup gets another kill on Adosia.
More soup.
More soup.
Ooh,
Soup for you.
Shadow, you gotta be careful there, buddy.
Part of the reason why Necrophos is pretty much exclusively played mode is because maxing Diabolic Edict or playing Necro 3 with Misanthropy kind of sucks, because like, your job as a 3 in a lot of games is to push the other side of the map from where the enemy team is, so they rotate to you and you can force things, right? You can't really do that if you have Misanthropy, but the other facet is just kind of bad, so I see Muzi.
Yep, he's gonna dive on middle with Misanthropy again.
Pop the Fairy Fire.
And what do you do?
Get him with the Split Earth. I would have finished off with the Lightning Storm personally, but like either one works there. Espoon TP's in, gets the kill on a Muzi, but you're very happy with that solo kill going over to the Leshrac. But yeah, it's like Misanthropy, not a good facet to have if you're playing offlane Lesh. And then the other thing is Bloodstone is just a bad item.
Yeah.
Part of what made offlane Lesh valuable was that you had this item that made you nigh unkillable for a handful of seconds every fight. But they've just nerfed that item into the ground to the point where it's no longer viable.
Ursa down bottom again.
Very much
gonna go
dead
on
here,
to
by the
Tofu.
way. He's gonna get one more heal off, but one more auto attack from Shadow.
One more smack.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Kerchoo has drafted 2 losing lanes.
Radiant structures
Mm-hmm.
fortified.
Or I should say, maybe it's, in fact, Josh A. Revival, who drafted 2 winning lanes here. So, I mean, you already mentioned Necro playing from behind. Doesn't feel particularly great.
Oh, it feels awful.
But if it's not actually that bad if you never intended to go for a Radiance anyway. Because you just kind of pop off of a 2,050 gold item and a Kaya, right? And then you get your Kaya's on, and it's like 4,100 gold versus like what's Radiance, a 5,000 something gold item.
5,000, yeah.
Yeah, Radiance 4,700 gold item. So, yeah, it is a lost lane difference in gold for that one item, and you kind of have a different game plan. Plus, you're tankier. So
Radiant are scanning.
We'll see. We'll see how the Necrophos does, because I think it's gonna be a really tough game. You're gonna have to find Underlord.
Necro actually sitting top of the last hits right now, but sitting below the net worth just because he's died so much. Necro's gonna get a lot of last hits just due to the nature of the hero. Stun lands on a Shadow, turn on to Dosia, Tofu.
Oh, the stew.
Soup. It's soup, not stew.
But it's so thick. It's like running through oatmeal.
Yeah, but
Dire's middle tower is under
but that stew versus soup is not a function of thickness, my friend.
are scanning.
What is it? What? God, this diabolical edict is just eating this storm spirit alive.
No, it's okay. So soup,
Dire's
right? So like a stew specifically has meat, like a lot of meat in it, and the cooking liquid that you cook the meat in becomes the sauce.
So at what point do I put if I put an entire rotisserie chicken,
Radiant's top tower
like
is under
half an inch of chicken stock, and like a bag of ramen noodles into a pot, boil it? That's chicken stew? That's chicken noodle stew?
Well, no. So no, because you roasted the chicken. The cooking liquid is the medium by which the meat is cooked, or the broth or whatever is the medium by which the meat is cooked. Stewing refers to the process itself of cooking the meat in the liquid.
So you're telling me that they don't cook in the soup? You're telling me that they don't cook in upheaval? Because I'd argue they do, because upheaval.
I'm saying upheaval doesn't have any meat in it. It's just broth, so it's soup.
You are the meat. You're
Upheaval is
being cooked by the upheaval. You're the meat.
No,
is under attack.
I reject this notion.
What if I call it chili? What if I call it Texas chili, because technically there's no beans?
Well, so chili is a type of stew, by the way. Necrophos.
But I've had chili
very dead.
without beans in it. Skyline chili? Well, Skyline chili has meat in it. I would argue Skyline chili is a sauce too. It's not
Specifically,
even
chili con carne, which means it has meat in it by definition. If it's bean only chili, then like it's a bean stew, right? But you know, it's.
But chili refers to the pepper, so I think it just has to have chilies in it.
But chili con carne, which is what most people in the U.S. refer to as chili, if you look at the Wikipedia article, calls it a stew. It's like in the first sentence. Chili is a stew. I'm not wrong.
Wow, it is. You know what? Good on you. Good on you.
Yeah.
Stupendous.
Does Warlock like you cook beef stew, right? Right?
Yeah.
You're not you like beef stew as a dish doesn't come in a bowl. Like chili con carne does, because everything's so small it kind of acts like a fluid even though it is mostly
Oh yeah,
solid.
and soup comes in a plate. What?
No, soup comes in a bowl. I'm saying beef stew does not come in a bowl. Like, you can serve it in a bowl, but if you're offered beef bourguignon at a place, right? Like, it's gonna come on a plate.
No.
Yes, it is.
You're not eating No, you're not eating chili off a plate.
I'm
Fen,
not. Well, no, you're not.
that's a stew.
No, but swap on
The
a Muzi.
vessel- the
He's in
vessel.
trouble. Kaden gets the tornado in, but Muzi has so much damage. Still goes down. TP in from Tofu gets the Reaper Scythe. Well played.
I'm gonna
Takes 3
drink
people,
chili
kill
out of
one
a
less, right?
thermos just to be like, now it's a soup.
You could not drink chili out of a thermos. It is
Yes, you
mostly
can.
solid particulate. The reason you eat it out of
No,
a bowl.
you could drink Skyline chili out of a thermos for
Skyline chili is not chili. It's an abomination. All right.
sure. It's kind of tasty. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of tasty. On spaghetti, abomination.
well,
but Skyline chili on a hot dog, kind
we've
of
already
tasty.
discussed, like being a fan of Pittsburgh sports teams. I have beef with the city of Cincinnati. All right. Skyline chili is an abomination.
Skyline chili, like again, I think the abomination part is that it's on spaghetti. That's the problem. Skyline chili itself, kind of good. You can get it in cans at the grocery store.
Have you never tried chili over rice? You wouldn't serve.
Yeah, it's
rice.
good on rice. Yeah, chili over rice is really good.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but that's the thing. If you're a stew served over a starch, you wouldn't serve a soup over rice, right?
No, because the starch is in the soup.
Look, if you can serve it over rice or like mashed potatoes, it's a stew. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Now you've got me thinking. Maybe I could make wild rice stew and then just put it like, because like wild rice stew is like, or wild rice soup is like cream of mushroom and.
I've completely lost the plot of this Dota game, by the way, in terms of play.
Oh, 100%.
Kerchoo's gotten like a couple kills on supports, using rotations across the map. Like this is actually good Dota play by them.
The plot. Oh, good Earth Splitter. Isn't going to change anything. The plot of this Dota game is Leshrac hurts, Ursa get big. That's the plot.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nera also sitting very high in the net worth, despite having no kills to his name, just raw CS.
Yeah.
Above the Ursa. Necrophos sitting even with the Ursa, going the Radiance. I feel sad. I feel very duped actually by this Radiance pickup. Not gonna lie.
Spoon! He did take the tower, but he will pay with his life.
F Spoon goes down. Look. Tofu's the highest MMR player on the team. I get it. I know Immortal players who dislike going Radiance on Necrophos unless you're snowballing. You know Immortal players who do the same thing. Long-time co-commentator of mine, Angry Son. But look, it's just one of those things where like I feel like your job is a position 3. This game as a position 3 Necro. Swap on a Muzi. That's the magic missile coming in. Kaden has got the storm, but they got the damage. Still, Tofu was able to TP into the fight, get the Reaper Scythe off, and trade back around for the trade of midliners. It's just like, I like playing semi-carry offlaners, right? That's why I play weird ranged offlaners a lot of the time, right? And I like Necrophos because he's a semi-carry offlaner too. I just... Maybe this Radiance is actually going to work out very well, but it's just so easy to play around a Radiance nowadays, right? Like yeah, okay, Ursa, MKB is whatever. You know what? Actually, it's better this game because you don't have anybody who's going to want to build a...
Middle tower is under attack.
You don't have anyone that's going to want to build a Bloodthorn on this team.
Yeah, I think it's really good this game.
But it's literally but like so many heroes want to build Bloodthorn right now. It's a rarity to have a hero that doesn't want to build it on your team. But I don't know. The other thing is, like, what's Radiance gonna do to help you against the Leshrac, which is the primary source of damage to kill you anyway, right? Hurdle Port, meanwhile. Vendetta up, finds Swan like F-Spoon. Shadow gets the Ethereal out of him as Muzi comes back into the fight. They pop the
really
rocks,
good...
they kill Dosha. Diving F-Spoon now, Shadow continues that, gets the kill. It's just like one of those things where, like, does Radiance help you against the Leshrac and the Underlord? No? Then why buy? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not what I'm cooking.
I'm gonna trust the people that are like 16k higher on.
I will. You know, I admire your respect for high MMR Dota players. High MMR Dota players will pick Mars and then not hit a single spear the entire game. All right, like you got it. You gotta understand. I've casted Immortal Dota players literally pick Lich Mars and only get the combo off once in that game.
What is your sick fascination with Winter Wyvern and your sick hatred of Mars? This is so strange.
Mars is oh my god, it's like, remember when Sir Action Slacks had the video about Wind Ranger and how, you know, inconsistent the hero is, and like she always has a really bad win rate in pro Dota because she's this really inconsistent hero that's fun and you can pop off on her, right? But at the end of the day, right, like she's just fundamentally a hero that you should not be picking at pro Dota because she relies too much on a skill shot that's inconsistent to do anything and does nothing when behind. The same thing applies to Mars as a hero. The only time that hero looks good on anybody not named Amar was the patch where you could go Divine Rapier and what's the name of the item? Divine Rapier.
This is your call.
Divine Rapier and Revenant's Brooch, and just one-shot anybody with your W, right? Like, that's the only time this hero has ever been broken in the entire game. Why are we even talking about Mars? He's not in this game. All right.
I think Arena is just so fundamentally breaking to a team fight. I think the fact that ability is on
Fertile Port, Calm on Vision, able to get the Spike Carapace out for micro stun, but as Tofu gets the Reaper Scythe. Gonna fizzle out the rest of this fight. Soup coming down.
I think that Mars's Arena is on such a short cooldown is unreal. That ability has the potential to be more game breaking. Black Hole.
No, what? Black Hole is BKB piercing.
Arena?
Black Hole is BKB piercing.
No,
Arena,
I know.
Like literally anybody on the team buys a BKB and they just waltz out of Arena, right?
No, I know. That's why I'm saying is like it has the potential. That ability is so unbelievably busted.
So did Shackle Shot before they made it a consistent ability. That's my point, right? Is like it is a flashy hero that relies on a bunch of skill shots that is fun to play when you play it well, but your ability to play the hero also scales with everybody else's ability to dodge skill shots, and thus unless you are a god at predicting where other people are going to be at a given point in time, then the hero just is incredibly inconsistent, and doesn't look good when pros play it. He has, except for the one patch where the Revenant's Perch thing was a thing, he has always had a less than 50% win rate in pro Dota. Always.
I don't doubt that. I think your hate for Amars is just unfounded.
My hate for Mars.
Level.
Amar looks very
player
good on it.
Whose most played hero is Rubik. I think I'm just okay with the team being bad.
I'm just saying. I will die on this hill. It is a known thing. You asked me why, I gave you why. Shadow's in trouble. He gets the enrage off, but the rest of the team's still here. Pull back up on the high ground, and Tofu, this is the Death Seeker to get off the Reaper Scythe. Kills the Ursa. Like, I didn't want to talk about Mars. You're the one who got me talking about Mars here. But Vengeful Spirit is dead.
Diabolical Edict. Bye-bye.
But yeah, they give the
they're gonna go on to the
Aegis
troll
to the Leshrac, which I do agree with here as well. Nera, meanwhile, sitting on a naked Yasha and Battle Fury. I think he might have the Sange coming out too. Yes, he does. So Sange and Yasha, 20 minutes alongside the Battle Fury. Ursa, meanwhile, Blink Dagger with the Battle Fury. So as we take a look at the net worth, the Ice and 500 gold behind this one hero, but it is right now the Muzi game, and they're TPing bot side with the Fiend's Gate. They're gonna try to get out Tofu. Tries TPing away. Muzi's there with the Yule Scepter. Follow up with the Soup. And all the rest of the abilities. Frodo ends up stealing that kill away with a Mind Flare. Yeah. It's anyways, my point is that like immortal players make mistakes, right? Or they will pick heroes that are inconsistent in a 5v5 competitive match because a player that's incredibly good at the hero makes the hero look unstoppable, right? Yeah, they're sheep just like the rest of us. All right, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like the Radiance this game. And I will continue to say that he is playing the hero very well, right? Like,
I was gonna say, he's having a pretty good game for the lane.
He's having a very good game despite how bad the lane phase has gone, and it's mostly been he's TPing in a fight, getting these Reaper Sights off. All 4 of his kills coming off Reaper Sight. Like, you're feeling good about that as the Necrophos, right? There is going to be a point in this game where a Kaya Sange is just better than a Radiance. Because Kaya Sange also gives you magic resist up against, and what kills you on this team? It's Firestorm, Diabolic Edict, which is pure damage, and Pulse Nova, which is magic damage.
Well, he's also going for the Eternal Shroud now, which is all magic resistance. So he's still getting it in a way.
Up with
They're going to go on to the Troll Warlord bottom.
They've got the follow-up damage and crowd control.
He is getting his ult off and takes off the Aegis
out of the Leshrac. Swap comes out. Nera, though, still taunted the rest of the team by his ultimate. And he ends up falling for it. Now Doshia in a little bit of trouble. Storm Spirit coming in with the Remnant. Going Ethereal. Goes the Vengeful Spirit. But Muzi is here. He's got the rest of the damage. And triple kill for Shadow with Muzi on a killing spree to clean that one out. Yeah, so Pugna hit the Crepify. You don't want to do that when there's a Leshrac. He's got Pulse Nova and Diabolic Edict going. As we see, I mean, this Blink, you'll set their Kaya. This is the Leshrac build right now. Definitely a bit more traditional. You want to just stack in on this hero pretty much, just because of Defilement, getting AoE for intelligence. Very, very nice to have on both Split Earth and Pulse Nova. Diabolic Edict, I can't remember if it technically counts as an AoE ability. I think it does, right? So it's nice. Going the Shiva's Guard, getting you the armor and the health regen debuff. Nullifier coming out from Shadow as well, gonna make a very upset Tofu. So it's like, it's whatever. It's just I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. If you go in and play Necro, right? First item Kaya Sange. And then like eventually and if you're really having trouble, you can even go a blade mail. That's a great item to go on a 3 necrophos.
I agree.
It's just Radiance, man.
I'm just bad at the
Radiance.
game, so I'm never gonna make fun of people doing whatever they need to
I
do.
mean, look, the thing is, like, it's been a while since I've casted heroic, so you know these are classic Finnick tangents. Is all I can really say about it. Is like hating Radiance on Necrophos was an Angry Sun bit, and then it became my bit as a result of that. Goodbye, Necro, by the way.
Unless he misses the
Goes
spike.
Ethereal, but the swap, not very good. There's just so much damage coming in from Muzi. You'll Scepter back up on the Troll Warlord.
Yules him back up
Scepter
again. Good bail.
And Troll. He does have the Battle Trance available. He's going to use it to try to stay alive for a little bit longer. Reaper Scythe ends up killing the mid, but Nara should end up falling.
And he killed the Ursa
but
as
he ends
well.
up killing the Ursa off his ultimate there too. What? Did Ursa not have Enrage? No, it was down. So now Necrophos taking some magic damage here. Yeah, I mean, that's actually a very good
Oh wow!
turnaround.
I mean,
very,
good
very
turnaround.
good
I mean,
turnaround
I
from
think you're
Kerchoo.
still. I mean, I think both teams are fine with the engagement.
Yeah, it's a good turnaround. The fight still, in terms of gold, went in favor of Josh A. Revival. But no, for those who aren't aware, the Radiance Necrophos thing is the Angry Sun bit from back when he was my co-caster. He's immortal, so I'm allowed to steal his hatred for it. The Radiance Necrophos bit. My bit is hating Mars, but the hating Mars bit has been a thing since before I started casting Dota. That hero looks so bad in any player's hands other than literally Amar and nobody else.
Here's my bit. Don't hate, guys. Just love.
Hippie.
Except for techies, throw that piece of garbage into the pits of Tartarus.
You know, Plate and I were casting a champ game earlier this week, and there was a techies. It was an HK techies, actually,
Dude,
if you would
he's-
believe it.
He's good. That's the scary thing. He's in a good.
Yeah, Plate does not like the HK techies. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. Like, this game is very much snowballing in favor of the Radiant. Dire, their way back into this game is, you know, this kind of BKB on Nera to prevent getting kited by Yule Scepter. He's got Sanjin Yasha, which helps with that a little bit. Tofu, meanwhile, it's definitely it's like, I'm not as familiar with Necro builds on current patch to really say much beyond, like, Shiva's Guard, very common item on the hero. Eternal Shroud was a common item on the hero. The item's kind of been nerfed into the ground.
Yeah, it's not nearly as strong, but
it's like, you know, you need some magic resistance on this, right? But these items don't help you be like, Eternal Shroud helps you regain some of your mana, but it doesn't help you be that much tankier against this team comp, and you already have the Nullifier being queued up by Shadow of 2, right? So you've got that. Aghanim Scepter being queued up by Dosia after Solar Crest. You know, Solar Crest really the only item you need on it on Support Venge, so this is fine. I do enjoy seeing that item built on that hero as someone who plays that hero as a core, but
Underlord's Ags is up also, so that was a really easy kill on Storm.
yeah, I like the Aghanim Scepter, right?
I love the Aghanim Scepter.
Rod of
Aghanim Scepter
Atos.
Atos.
Yeah,
They're basically saying you're not going to go anywhere.
it's just a lot of control, and the Storm Spirit delayed his BKB until after the Kaisanj and Witchblade.
Yeah.
It always feels bad when, as a Storm Spirit, you have to go BKB, but this is one of those games where you're just gonna have to go BKB on Storm Spirit and on Necrophos. And like, Storm Spirit's finally building on that BKB, but Necro still isn't.
Going for the Shiva's Guard, which
I mean, like, Shiva's Guard is just generally good item on Necro, but like, to
Yeah.
me, it feels like like, I don't know enough about current Necro builds to say if this is like the meta build or whatever. He's also going this Ghost Scepter, which doesn't help you against Nullifier.
Oh, they could get a really good fight
Storm
here.
Spirit
Zip
coming
into
in, finds Lost Person.
Warlock.
Off the start, can he get the rock? He does, and it's on before. Shadow makes his way into the fight as the Warlock goes down. Narrow puffs his BKB. Moozy's here, trying to get in. He's got a Wind Waker too. Shadow running away. The Reaper Scythe lands on a Shadow, but he popped his BKB, gets out of the fight. Ethereal goes Tofu, but is taking damage from Moozy. He gets out with the aid of the Wind Waker. Meanwhile, Underlord tanks up a lot of damage. Got swapped. One to dying for this. It's a good fight for Kerchoo. They take down 3, but the TP's coming back in from Moozy. Dual Scepter on Frodo. Blinks out of the way. Tofu doesn't have the Reaper Scythe.
Moozy's still looking around. He's looking for a fight.
Potentially.
He finds this Storm Spirit mid. He does not have enough damage and enough lockdown for this.
Wind Waker, shave his guard, all that stuff. They're not going for Roche yet, and 20 seconds on the Ursa. But I know this Roche is being taken pretty obviously, even if they don't have the vision for it right now. Moozy actually not showing on the dire vision.
I think he got caught by the...
Blinks in, gets the 3-man
really good
stun,
blink,
swapped out by
right
Dosha.
out.
Meanwhile, Frodo Laporte blinks into the fight, and Moozy gets taken down by the Electric Vortex. On the follow-up damage. It was valiant attempts, but they just didn't have vision in the pit. So
but Ursa now
wants
wants
the Aegis,
a little
but
piece of
Shadow,
it.
he's made his way into the fight. Still doesn't have the Nullifier though. And Shadow, he's found his man. Tofu takes him down, but he ends up falling for it. Kaden, meanwhile, Electric Vortex and a Fertile Laporte is Soup Man doing soup things on the Warlock. Espoon pretty low. Roshan ends up taking care of that
Roshan
kill.
killing him off. Roshan's angry.
And this is kind of right, like the thing about the dire lineup is that they do outscale the Radiant lineup.
Yes.
As we mentioned, they have a lot of damage on their team. They're obviously going to scale very well in the late game, so does Storm Spirit. Going this BKB is going to help them out a lot. Necrophos does % health damage, so he's going to scale late game as well. Meanwhile, Underlord has % health, so he'll scale late game, but the Leshrac is a pick that falls off. Because, like, you're not going to get any more Spell Lamp than you're going to get from your Kaya Sange. And that's pretty annoying. Electric Vortex on the Frodo. You'll Scepter up on Kaden. But
Flesh is also going for the...
are the Necro and the Troll Warlord. Who's going to the Aghanim Scepter? Yeah, I'm gonna look up Necrophos on Pro Tracker real quick. I actually want to look this up. I'm just curious. I don't doubt that this is the quote-unquote meta build for Necrophos.
A Ghost Scepter meta?
Well, I mean, the Ghost Scepter is just there because
Ursa.
Ursa. But, like,
Yeah.
again, once he has this Nullifier, it's, like, Ghost Scepter doesn't help you with that. Because Ghost Scepter lingers for... Or, Nullifier lingers for 4 seconds. So, it's basically, like, it's for the Ursa. If the Ursa doesn't kill you in the 4-second window, that he has you nullified.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Which is, like, fair. Okay, so I'm looking at Pro Tracker because it's like, you know, it's Necro things. Necro 3. I mean, these are all, you know, like, these items all make sense. I think there are a lot of situational items that you go on this hero right now. Personally, I still am a fan of the Aghanim Scepter and Heart build. Well, that's just my personal preference.
Yeah,
if you're not going a Radiance and you want to do damage, like, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But obviously you can go those items with the Radiance as well.
I think it's a really fun build to do as well. It's just like, you're never gonna kill me. Oh, DD room, Storm Spirit,
TP's
and a
coming
shield
in mid
on top.
lane from Fishnet Lever. The
Portals
swap
in.
comes out onto the Leshrac, but he's able to get away with Wind Waker. Meanwhile, Frodo Laporte and Fishnet Lever trying to kite away, using the
You have a lot of
Pinellas
kite
to their advantage.
But Aegis on this
They're
troll,
pushing
I
it
think
on
we're
the
just gonna
tower.
take this mid lane.
Well, swap's down for another 21 seconds. Doesn't have the Aghanim Scepter yet, so this is an opportunity to go if they really want to. Instead, they're going to keep farming on this Leshrac and Ursa. Ursa has the nullifier completed, so this is their window where they want to take this fight. They know they're up on this high ground in their triangle, but they're not going to go for it yet without vision. Nera setting 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining on the Aegis. We finally brought ourselves back to this game of Dota.
It only took so long. It only took 14 different tangents.
It only took, and you know, my Mars rant, which doesn't make sense because there's not a Mars in this game, and the obligatory Radiance Necro rant. I mean, again, like, if you're carrying, Radiance is just very good damage, right? There's nothing wrong with the damage you get from Radiance. It's just if you aren't ahead, the item feels really bad.
Yeah.
But Tofu able to get leads outside of laning phase, so it worked out quite well for them. And yeah, now going after the Shiva's Guard, gonna go Heart and then probably an Aghanim Scepter. Just doing more damage as you do. 5 Reaper Scythe kills this game though, so it's 14 HP regen, 7 mana regen from kills, which is nice.
Yeah, this Troll's just gonna smack this tower. Healed up from his
playing on
team
the
from
backside.
behind. Atos? Yeah, he's fine.
Swap 1,500 gold away from the Aghanim Scepter for Dosha. Meanwhile, Shadow is just taking this T2 in the mid lane, so they're probably going to TP back after this. Trying a T3 for a T2.
You're gonna have
just full on trade the
barracks
racks,
still?
Fertile Port brings in Impale.
Well, Shrek's pushing bottom, but your Diabolic
Shrek finally
Leadic does not
TP's
hit
back.
towers.
Nera though continues going, healed up by the Pugna. There's just a lot of damage coming out, but he is very
A
easily being
lot
healed
of
by Astro.
sustain.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
They're waiting out this Aegis,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
which has 10 seconds
10
on
seconds.
it. Shout out. Blinks
Ursa's
in,
and
deletes the Pugna.
just-
That's very big.
his
Necrophos
nullifier is
goes
down for a couple
ethereal. The
seconds.
nullifier is on cooldown right now. Yule Scepter back in. The Aegis is reclaimed. Kaden dives the back
Good
line, trying to find
swap.
Lost Person, but Shadow's still here. The swaps ends up getting the saves, but Muzi, he's got damage onto Dosia and maybe onto the rest of this team. Lost Person able to force step away from Nera, but Nera, he's BKB'd. He's going back
Nullified.
up. Tofu's in trouble. He's nullified. He's taken down by Muzi and the Ursa. Now Nera does not pop the ultimate, tries to get in. Muzi blinks in, Diabolic Edict with the rest of it. Nera pops the ulti. Muzi
They're gonna
goes
get this
down, but
Shrek.
they're gonna continue to fight this. Nera
The bullet
goes down.
no
Kaden
zip
next to
away.
fall, and Shadow with that kill. It's very good high ground defense from Josh A. Revival, and taking advantage of that perfect timing with the Aegis the Immortal being reclaimed. Also, no buybacks except for Nera from Kerchoo. They're going to be able to take at least a set of racks off of this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But, yeah. That's a good nullifier pickup from Shadow. Questioning the lack of BKB from the
Has fallen.
Necrophos, to be honest. I mean, they did nerf BKB on Necrophos specifically, right? That was something that they targeted, right? You can't BKB while ethereal anymore, but like, sometimes you just need a BKB.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Shadow just pops it off.
Swap.
Dosha swaps. Shield keeping him alive. 900 gold off of the Aghanim Scepter. Tofu, meanwhile, finds his way into the fight. You'll Scepter on Fertile Port. He'll be able to get this Reaper Scythe pretty easily.
Oh,
Sides
no
against the
Scythe.
Reaper in 3 seconds.
Still on cooldown.
So they got the tower and 1 rack. They didn't get the complete set,
Is under attack.
which is a little bit less than what I thought Josh A. Revival was going to get, but they're still very happy with that. Top 2 net worth. Again, they're plus 1 and 2. Going the Aghanim or full Ag's Blessing, excuse me, on Shadow. So just getting more dispels for the Ursa. No real silences or anyone that's going to want to build an Orchid, except for Kaden, who has not built it. Excuse me, on Kerchoo. Kaden, I feel like Orchid was probably... It's tough. I feel like Orchid versus Witchblade is always a... As someone who plays a hero that builds Orchid and Witchblade. I feel like Orchid versus Witchblade is definitely like one of those arguments you have to think one or the other sometimes. Witchblade more damage, but Orchid enables you to control some of these heroes when they don't have BKBs, but at this point they do.
They did see the Leshrac on the lane. He is going to just TP out right in time. Good heads up play. This is a finished Gleipnir onto the...
Here's a fun one. Muzi is also going Aghanim Scepter this game. Which makes Shadow's Nullifier useless. Smile.
Which one's Muzi?
Muzi is the Leshrac.
Oh!
The Nullifier stops people from turning themselves ethereal, but Muzi will still turn them ethereal sometimes in fights.
Yes.
I mean, I get it, right? You have this Lincoln Sphere keep you from being swapped and from being Reaper Scythed. Makes sense. I can sit there. I mean, it's just
jump in,
it's
turn
more
everyone
damage for your
ethereal,
Leshrac.
blow them all up.
Yeah, I mean, Aghanim Scepter is literally the only other way you can get more damage out of Leshrac other than just a Kai and Sange. Because Spell Amp don't matter, or making them take more damage is as good as Spell Amp. But meanwhile, we haven't talked about Fishnet Lover in a while. He went the Gleipnir, the Lotus Orb, the Aghanim Scepter, which we were talking about. Finally going the GG boots.
He also has a Dazoon Blood Right, so these Pit of Malices are going to be huge.
Yeah, Outworld Staff for Muzi. Does feel quite nice on the Leshrac as he gets his Aghanim Scepter on his courier. Roshan has spawned. Or according to... Yeah. Roshan has spawned. He's making his way down bot. Walking slow. Not homebound. He doesn't really have a home. He goes between two places.
He's on dad on the weekends.
Thank you. You know what? I appreciate you going with my music references. Anyway, Kid and Fertile Laporte and Muzi on one big pile right now as the swap was hit on the F-Spoon. Tofu, though, running away from the Leshrac. He's holding off on his Ethereal right now. He's just trying to take down this Necrophos as best as he can. Fishnet Lover here with percent health damage as well. Ghost Scepter on Necro. He gets glimmered.
BKB out on the Ursa. Nara's gonna get him rooted up.
Lost person here. Dosha. Doesn't have swap. Doesn't have the Aghanim Scepter. BKB on Nara. Ends up taking down the Warlock, but Dosha's in a little bit of trouble. Cannon finds his way in with the Electric Vortex. On Fishnet Lover. He doesn't have the pipe anymore. So this will be a dead Underlord.
Oh, they're hunting. Oh. Sursa needs to be careful.
Shot of no buyback at the moment.
So that Ursa went on, or the not Ursa, the Leshrac went onto the Necrophos, and I don't think the Leshrac does enough damage to threaten the Necrophos anymore, which is kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah, again, it's just you don't have any type of damage that scales on Leshrac, which is pretty unfortunate with the hero. Nara, meanwhile, getting in on
there's the Nihilism.
Who uses his Nihilism. They've got a lot of damage.
There's the ulti out from the troll.
Though, and the Ursa, he does have buyback, excuse me. Tofu gets the Reaper Scythe off. They're cutting back into the fight.
Good impale.
Nara was stunned up by the Split Earth, but they're able to kite away. Buyback used by Shadow. So he goes the Abyssal Blade now.
So they're just gonna refocus. Gonna go to the Roshan.
Yeah, and it's just the
Roshan.
The damage problems are showing themselves through Josh A Revival.
Yeah, they've just ran out.
Unfortunately, it is what it is.
Xerxes just cannot carry it just all by himself right now, and Muzi has lost all of his damage gain.
I mean, Nihilism gets 30% damage increase over people that are caught by Nihilism, and it is a big AoE because he has a lot of intelligence. right?
Yes.
It's just if Muzi hits Nihilism, then Shut Off can't do damage. Portable Port.
I'm gonna
Gets
find
a nice
this.
impale, gets caught out by the Electric Vortex though. He's taken down, BKB by Kaden as the Necrophos goes Ethereal. You'll Scepter up on Muzi. He's Ethereal himself. He's already popped the Nihilism, but the damage is here from Nera. Muzi cannot kite out of the way as Shadow is meanwhile getting kited by Doshia and company. It's caught in the Degrepify, goes down, and kerchoo might just end up winning
good
this game off
swap.
this. No buybacks available. That is GG. Yeah, damage problems,
Wow.
good kiting, good control by kerchoo.
Yeah.
They don't even need this Aegis, they can just end right here. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Tofu looked very good on this Necro. I think that's more a testament to him being a very good Necro player.
no, no, I think it all has to do with the radiant. Only the Radiance. I think anybody at home can play this Necrophos just as well if you build Radiant.
Oh my. No, look, I harp on the Radiance bit because it is a little bit of a bit. Maybe one I took a little bit too far this cast. But it did work out for him this game. I think a lot of that came from the fact that he kind of
Just go walk into the enemy base and pick up the Aghanim Scepter real quick.
Sell your Go Scepter by your Ags.
Yep.
Has the hard Ags as well. You know, the Radiance worked out for him this game, honestly, because he was able to really, when it was like 11 kills to 2 or whatever, it's because all those kills were on Tofu, right?
Yep.
He was able to
And it was the
find his way
Reaper
back into
Scythe
the
kills
game
specifically
pretty
as well.
easily with those Reaper Scythe kills, and was able to pick up a Radiance, which is a win more item on the hero, and they were able to win more. So, you know, proves me wrong this game, worked out for them. GG's being called. kerchoo take the series 2-0. Honestly, you know, being able to wait out a draft like that is very, very good. So props from kerchoo to be able to make that happen. We'll be right back to get an interview with F Spoon. We won't want to miss it. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. With us, we have the victorious captain of kerchoo, Kaden. How are you feeling after that 2-0 victory?
Sorry, I'm F Spoon.
Or F Spoon, sorry. Kaden used to be captain.
Kaden used to be the captain, yes.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
We are feeling well. We're feeling good. So previously, like, I don't think it's considered leaking streams just to say that, like, we've had some games against this team where they like really surprised us on how good they were, and so we were like really taking the series seriously. And so we thought this was going to be an incredibly hard series, and it ended up being quite hard. So we're feeling good about our victory. I think everybody on our team played well. I think we made some maybe draft mistakes game 2, or maybe laning mistakes game 2 that made the game harder than it should have been. But we ended up pulling it out, which always feels good. Like a comeback win feels good. So yeah, we're feeling great.
Yeah, so I kind of wanted you to talk about the Marcy pick game 1. We were a little bit... We had seen that last week you guys played that on Dosia, who I believe is your position 4. Was that always going to be a flex pick for you guys, or is this like sometime, or is this always going to be or is it, am I just reading this match incorrectly where it says Dosia was playing the hero?
No, you were. He played pause. Yeah, he played pause 4 in another match, and then this match we ran at pause 3. I think we're even trying to learn it on pause 1.
Okay.
Maybe at some point.
So I guess my question is, how do you feel about it as a flex pick? Because I think a lot of teams have been preferring it pretty much strictly as a core.
Yeah. I think it's probably better as a core. So it'd be nice, obviously, if we could first pick it and then just run it as a core. Kind of always the worry with the first picks is they get they just pick 5 heroes that are really good against it, right? And it's nice to have the flex. It's nice to have the flex in the pocket. Just generally any hero that you're first picking, it's nice to be able to flex, though not required. But I agree with your assessment. It's probably stronger as a core.
Okay, I was just curious because it tripped us up a little bit in the draft because you had mentioned that Dosia had swapped from being 3 to 4. And we had saw that he played it last week, so it's like, is this going to be a core support Marcy? When you have something like a Phoenix, that's also possible as a flex pick sometimes. So definitely I like that draft from that game. So obviously that you guys won those lanes very hard, and that game looked quite good for you guys. How do you guys keep mental going steady in games where that are starting to go very one-sided? Kind of centering yourself and making sure that you guys are able to close out on that.
Oh, you're if it's going one-sided in our favor, you mean?
Yeah.
I would say we're I think I mentioned before that we play a lot together. And we're all kind of on the same page. Or if we weren't on the same page about this, probably we would have disbanded long ago. We're all kind of on the same page that no one clowns around. With the only exception is if Nira gets pudge, he'll throw some fountain hooks, you know what I mean, as the game is coming to an end. But we are focused on what is the cleanest way to end this game? What is the next thing we're supposed to be doing at all times? In the comms. So I don't think it's not really a problem for us. I would say the bigger problem is if we get too excited about oh, now is our time to fully close out this game, right? We see some pick, we have some go that ends up not being not very good, and we get wiped, I think we did a couple times in game 1. But we never have the issue of just thinking that the game is over and we can do whatever we want.
Gotcha. Moving on to game 2, you had mentioned you think that you guys had some draft mistakes into there. Can you maybe elaborate on what you were thinking and what you would have maybe changed that game? Because obviously you guys lost those 2 lanes, but kind of thinking what is your process about that particular draft, and why do you think you made mistakes there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we had this idea. Okay, we'll first pick this Venge hero that they play a lot, and we'll maybe flex it, right? We can flex it 3, we can flex it 4, and like worst case scenario, we can flex it 5. And then as the draft developed, it ended up looking like a really good Necro game, right? But Necro kind of needs like someone to like stand in front of him in lane, right? Like we were thinking like we could run back the Tusk. So at some point we were like, oh, well we should just pick Tusk, and then we can Necro at the end of the second phase. But that would leave me playing the Venge, and I just haven't played this hero. So like probably what we're supposed to do is just pick a hero that can stand in front of Necro. Right?
Yeah.
And put me on the Venge. I was too uncomfortable. I was like, no, I want to pick Pugna. We'll run this Venge 4, and then we'll run this Necro 3. And I ended up, I think the lane just wasn't good enough for Necro, and we could have set it up for success more in the draft.
Yeah, as a 3-player, if you don't have something like a Tusk, the Necro and Ursa matchup is definitely very Ursa favored. So we kind of saw that. I saw how that went out, but you guys were able to get Tofu back into that game pretty effectively, just off plays and Reaper sites. How do you coordinate this kind of map movements when you're trying to refunnel net worth into one player who's fallen behind earlier on in the match?
Yeah, it's not easy. I would say like the biggest thing, like at a certain point, they were so far ahead that like all you can do, I heard some pro player calling it like farm and run, right? Like all you can do is farm and run, and anywhere they show up, you have to just leave. And then the other thing you're playing for is like punishes, right? Like you try to get like some sneaky vision down, and then if it appears one hero is like a little out of position, you can try to set up a punish. So I think that's what we kind of brought us back into this game, was like we got some nice punishes on heroes that were out of position. And also we had that fight where Nira on Troll just got like a surprise double kill, like at the end of the fight, right? And I think without the double
fight
kill,
top
it was
lane.
really hard. Yeah.
The fight top lane at the very end of his ulti,
yeah.
So
I don't even know if that's like RNG, like the way that the Troll ult bounces, but he super clutched up there.
Yeah, I mean, that seemed like a definite turning point. Obviously, it was a very back and forth game. Leshrac being kind of difficult to deal with as a Pugna and a Necrophos at times, but damage falls off on that hero. So you guys got to that point and were able to win with the high damage draft that you guys had. Finally, for both game 1 and game 2, who are your MVPs?
Game 1, probably Tofu. Just like completely kind of taking over the game, and like even if it wasn't like the cleanest closeout, the fact that they are playing from such a deficit, like from the laning stage on their safe lane, like makes the game easier to play, right? So game 1, probably the Marcy, Tofu the Marcy. Game 2, game 2, I think Dosia played incredibly well on Venge. I think there was a bunch of kills. I think if Dosia isn't saving people in like these late game fights, then the Ursa just gets to like blow somebody up at the start of every fight.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of fights where like this extremely farmed Ursa blinks in with his nullifier and nullifies somebody, and in any regular game of Dota, they're just supposed to be dead, and they get swapped, and instead the Ursa is just like standing there, right? Like his whole initiation, like he has to wait 12 seconds to jump in again. So I think Dosa played incredibly well.
I'm in agreement with you there. I, as a vengeful, admittedly 3-player, like I always like seeing good swaps and stuff like that, and Dosia definitely had a lot of really clutch ones. Getting people out of the grips of the Necrophos at times, swapping out on Muzi was, I think there was like one fight mid where I ended up taking Muzi off the entirety of your team. I can't remember the exacts on that.
There was the Roche play too, right? He blinked into the Roche.
Oh yeah, the Roche play and the immediate
out.
Swap. That was very well played. Thank you so much for doing the interview, and we will see you around. My name is Infinic, and we will see you next week.